Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is NGS, and thank you so much for clicking on the video. Excuse the nasally sounding voice. I'm currently battling a really nasty cold. Past couple of days, I was laid up in bed. It was not a pretty sight, but I don't want to bore y'all with the details. This is going to, I guess, be the pilot episode of what's not going to be an ongoing thing with a weekly podcast out every week, but it's something that the three of us have been thinking about doing. We've gotten together on a couple occasions. This is going to be called the Hunt the Truth cast, and I want to bring on one of the members who's going to be joining us on this to explain what this is. So that member in particular is going to be good old Ryan. What's going on, Ryan?
What's going on, Chris? I wish we were here on better terms.
I wish that all the times we get together, it's on better terms.
It seems like every time we get together, it's like never positive. That's just a coincidence, too.
Yeah, it just all happens to be that we're in the same group chat and something bad happens. Hey, let's do a video on it. But Ryan, you want to explain to the folks at home what the purpose of Hunt the Truth is?
All right. Well, basically, Hunt the Truth was the tagline for Halo 5. And when it came out, there was no truth to be hunted. So, that's what we're going to use now. Whenever we're looking for the truth, we're hunting the truth.
Very, very simple, right down to the point. And the third person who's going to join us on this journey is none other than Jamal, a.k.a. Tundex. What's going on, broski?
What's going on? Yes, guys, it's still me, Dante86, but change the name to Tundex. So, yeah. And as he was saying, hunt the truth, because in our group chats, we're always just bringing up stuff, talking about a lot of things that people generally don't like, and kind of unpopular opinions like the Square Enix thing. But we're not gonna go down that road right now. Not gonna go down that road.
Both times we were together, we were talking about Square Enix, but again, not going down that road. Today, we're gonna be talking about something that's not Square Enix, but is equally disappointing: Nintendo.
Oh no.
So in what was probably the most random way you could reveal any more information about the NX, we got it in the form of a tweet. Twitter, yes. First and foremost, we're going to run down the list of what we learned. The next Zelda game that was set to come out in 2016 is being pushed back into 2017.
Again.
Yeah, being pushed back again. And in addition to that, it will launch alongside the NX, which is now confirmed for March 2017. But it's not just that. Just contain your excitement, guys. Contain your excitement. The Legend of Zelda for Wii U, for NX, they haven't given it a title yet, is going to be playable at this year's E3. But if you're one of those folks who is eagerly anticipating to see what Nintendo has next for Wii U, yeah, Zelda's going to be the only thing at E3. That's going to be the only game Nintendo's going to be focusing on, prioritizing on at this year's Electronic Entertainment
I don't
Expo.
think that's fair. I think they're going to have other stuff, but that's going to be like the you know how last E3 Star Fox was the big one. They had the Star Fox skit. They talked about that the most. I think they're going to spend a lot of time on Zelda Wii U. I think they're going to announce some like virtual console stuff, maybe Mother 3. I have a good feeling that's going to be a thing.
Haven't we been saying Mother 3 for like 4 or 5 years?
But yeah, we finally got Mother 1, and there was like a big rumor like about 2 months ago.
Yeah,
so
like
it's a little bit more likely now.
Yeah. All right. So, but yeah, basically that was the rundown of things. And suffice to say, a lot of people aren't happy. And this is something that I guess we've been talking about this for years, voicing our grievances towards Nintendo, Wii U, the management as a whole. But it's something I've started to notice is that a lot of people have been waking up to what Nintendo's been doing as of late.
Red pill.
Yeah, they've been taking the red pill. What are you gonna say?
But Chris, you don't like Nintendo though. It's clear. You really don't like Nintendo.
Oh yeah, clearly. Yeah, clearly.
Shuhei Yoshida has wired money to you to talk shit about Nintendo.
Oh, that's just what it is, man. Because if you ain't talking about money, you ain't talking about nothing, man.
I think there's only one part of it I'm actually angry about in particular, that the Zelda was pushed back, not because it was delayed in general. Delays happen. I understand. Zelda games in particular get delayed. It's just been a lot of bad, but for Zelda Wii U, we're not getting any other Wii U games really worth it this year. You can argue that there's some weird Japanese stuff, but in terms of, I bought a Wii U for XX and X. We were gonna get Zelda Wii U, and that was gonna be it. and now it's getting pushed to March. But the reason why I feel like it's getting pushed to March is because that they're trying to sell more NXs. I feel like Zelda Wii U would be done by November or whenever they're going to release it.
Most definitely.
But it's getting pushed back just screw it, like to push the new system. Like, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. I can't remember if we did this or not. We talked about the Nintendo E3 where they said that we hear more about Zelda later.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I said it then or not, but I know we've talked about it before, how I've been saying they are doing the Twilight Princess treatment to this game.
Yep.
I called it, and it's happened.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even sure with Twilight Princess when it came out. Didn't it come out on the
It came out on the Wii first.
Wii first,
and then the GameCube launched in December of that year. So it's not even... Well,
Twilight Princess really got the shaft.
So and I was one who had the GameCube and was waiting for it, and I didn't play it on the Wii because that was crappy. But anyways,
I had the Wii version where Link is right-handed because reasons.
And it's just like, why? I get why they're doing it from a business perspective for them, because the Wii U is honestly it's pretty dead. It has good games on it.
You can say it's a failure. Like at this point, it ain't doing any hot numbers.
I understand not making any new games for it, but you promised us Zelda Wii U for the past 2 years now, and if it's finished, give it to us and let the system die.
If they do that, man, if they give us Zelda U like they promised us, broken promises. If they do that now and then they release it on the NX, it's gonna jeopardize the NX and it's not gonna give them their sales because look. You've already played this game, so why would I get an NX now?
What is anybody buying an NX for Zelda U? People who are buying NX on launch day already have a Wii U. I don't think delaying Zelda U is going to generate any more sales for NX. I think it's just agitating people.
Part of the reason why a lot of people are trying to justify Nintendo delaying Zelda for the NX is because they don't want to cannibalize the sales. Because if they release the Wii U version first, they assume that no one is going to buy the NX version. Exactly. That is not true, though, because if you put it out on Wii U and didn't tell a person that there's an NX version coming, people would still buy it. Last of Us Remastered, anybody? That game sold a crap ton on PS4, even though the PS3 version was out a year prior. At this point, it doesn't matter. You could release the game an entire year later. If it's good enough, people are going to buy it. But this is the thing I just don't understand about their mindset, their strategy to doing things. To me, it does not make any sense because it's bent on them wanting us to put our trust in them. Put our trust in them. Don't worry about the fact that there are no Wii U games coming out in the next 8-9 months. And this is the thing I think a lot of people need to understand. When people say there are... Wow, I haven't said that phrase in a while. Oh, man. But this is the thing I think a lot of people got to understand. When people are saying there are no Wii U games worth playing, there aren't any games on the system coming out. Outside of Shin Megami Tensei, Genkei, Tokyo Mirage Session, Sharp FE, whatever that's called, there is no confirmed Wii U games for the rest of the year. Nothing. Not third party, not first party. The only things that you can count are digital indie titles, and that's it. And that is why people are so bent out of shape. There's nothing to play. And if you were a person who bought this system on launch,
they dropped the ball.
Yeah, if you spent $300, $350 on this system expecting to play games for the next 4 years, you got cut short at the 3.5-year mark. Heck, even the 3-year mark. Because there's not a consistent stream of games coming out. Now, this is something else that also bothers me. What do you want to back it up
to? Speaking of not talking about NX, they're not going to bring NX to E3? Are you kidding?
Oh, that's right.
Dude, that is the dumbest freaking decision ever.
Okay.
Why?
So for those who are unaware, when Nintendo put out that tweet talking about NX, they basically said they are going to be skipping E3 and not talking about the system at all. When this system launches in March of next year.
There's not going to be another E3 before it. There's not going to be any other time for them to showcase and get people excited. But hey, it's going to have Zelda on it, so it's going to be great. Don't just trust us on it. Trust it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. But we're not going to show it to you at E3 at the biggest freaking games. Oh my god.
It's indicative of a bigger problem. Nintendo doesn't problem. They're still acting like they're playing from the lead. They're
Mm-hmm.
still acting like people are actively like seeking out their products,
Right.
and we'll talk about it when we're ready, and then you'll come to us.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's not working. Their mentality is flawed. Like, they don't know they have a problem, and until they get out of this denial, there can't be a solution. Like, it's not that not being at E3 is a big deal. It just means they haven't changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the thing I think a lot of people, they kind of misinterpret when people are making this out to be a big deal. Nintendo is not Rockstar. They are not Valve. They are not a third-party entity. This is one of the big three console manufacturers. And to
Are
have
they big
them...
anymore, though? Are they big anymore, though?
I mean, yeah. Oh, I mean, we got to include them just for the sake of Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. But yeah, this is one of the big three console manufacturers, right? And the fact that they're skipping out on E3 and they're pulling their presence more and more away from it, you would think that, oh, if they're doing their own thing like Space World and their directs, then yeah, that's cool. But we've gotten nothing from these directs. We've gotten nothing that's hype-worthy, nothing that's going to help sell the Wii U, nothing that's going to generate mass interest in it. And that is the biggest problem of all. Like, people like to relate this situation to when Sony and Microsoft unveiled their systems, but the thing is, both those consoles, while they had their reveal, they were still at E3. We still learned about them. We still learned about the games that were coming out this fall. Are you honestly telling me Nintendo is going to hold their own press event and try to hype people up over, a 4 or 5 month period? Come on.
These press conferences were before E3, so they can talk about the games at E3.
At E3.
Oh, remember when
Hype people
Nintendo
up.
tried to do that? They did their thing about the Wii U
What was
before
that?
E3, and then at E3 they talked about the same shit.
Oh,
And then
the digital
God.
event, yeah.
Then CNN reported that they were releasing a tablet add-on for the Wii.
Oh. Oh.
But one thing when you were saying about them trying to generate some hype for it,
Yeah.
like I talked about this in a video I did today about this whole situation as well. Like, I teach middle school and elementary school. I've taught elementary first, and they all know that I'm a gamer. I talk about Wii U, Mario, Zelda, and they're always like, that's lame. Nobody likes Nintendo. Nobody likes Wii U. This is kindergarten to 5th grade in elementary and 6th through 8th. These kids who are the general people that Nintendo are marketing towards don't even give a care about their stuff.
I got a better story. I was at my cousin's house for his birthday party
boy,
a
here we
month
go.
ago. And he got a PS4 for his birthday. And his cousin, Jack, was like, oh, what should I get? I want to get a new system. And I just said, maybe you want to hold off a little bit. Nintendo's announcing a new system. Just, weigh in your options. And they laughed. They laughed at me.
Oh my god. Now here's the thing. I know some people in the comments are going to come up and say, well, those are uninformed gamers. They don't know what they're talking about. The real gamer will know the difference between the systems. Guys, listen to yourselves. These console manufacturers are not making these consoles just for gamers. They're going to try to sway the people in who are not gamers, the people in who have general interest in it. Nintendo hasn't given the general audience a reason to care about Wii U, to care about their systems. And there was a time where you could say it doesn't matter what the sales of a Nintendo system are, because if you put out a Mario or you put out any of their top IPs, they would sell the system. This generation, I don't think we've ever seen so many high-profile Nintendo franchises in a span of 3 years, and none of them have moved a system. Guys, listen to this. We've had two big Mario games. We've had Smash Brothers. We've had a Star Fox. We've had a Mario Kart. We've had all of these big games, yet
We got
none of
Zombie
them.
U. Don't forget about Zombie U.
Oh, the critically acclaimed Zombie U. We got that
game
too.
was okay once through. Moving on.
Well, it's free on PS Plus, so yeah. We had all these games, and none of them have helped move the system. The only game in particular that's even made an impact, well, there's two, Splatoon and Super Mario Maker, but both of those are hindered by the fact that Nintendo does not want to let people promote them. With Super Mario Maker deleting people's levels, with blocking out people's YouTube videos, like these are games that can be the next Minecraft, and they're over here saying, no, you can't do that. And I don't care that they have a right to do that. Look at what the PlayStation, Xbox have done with streaming. Look what streaming has done in general. Are you telling me that
There's
a game...
stream button.
Yeah, like there's a stream, but there's a share button on these consoles. Are you telling me that something like, okay, I have a perfect example for this, and I think y'all agree with me. Would you guys have thought 7 years ago, with the release of Demon Souls, that one of its successors would be a top-selling game for Bandai Namco? Dark Souls
No, I thought
3. Dark Souls 3 is being played by people who have no interest in the series. People who have seen YouTube videos and they're going like, "Oh my god, that game looks challenging. I want to play it."
That's it.
Yeah,
And see, that's the
Demon's Souls
thing.
should be a niche franchise that only maybe got a sequel, one sequel.
Yes.
Streaming. And see, that's the thing too. I've gotten a lot of people in my streams to buy games like, oh my god, that looks really fun. But I do tend to play a lot, like Splatoon for one. And no sooner than I finish a stream, it's like, oh hey, don't worry about it. You don't have to take it down, but we're claiming this video. You can use the Nintendo Creators Program, and blah blah blah.
Oh, it's giving you the shaft.
Yeah.
Every single time, and it's so annoying when you play anything else, and it's free advertisement to them. But maybe they feel like they need to take the ad revenue so that it can offset the crappiness of the Wii U.
You know what? At this point, anything is possible. But it's just this should be a wake-up call to people. This should be a sign that, listen, Nintendo is not doing so good. The way they're managing stuff, when Amiibo and Miitomo are a higher priority to Nintendo than actually focusing on fixing the Wii U, that's a sign. And you guys know when NX comes out, Wii U is going to be thrown out.
Oh yeah, they
like
still
Gold
claim
Yeller.
that Wii U is going to be the third pillar of their.
Didn't they
marketing plan.
say that for the
They
Wii?
said that like 3 times already.
Yeah.
I just see the thing that frightens me about the NX is I know that it's just going to be another. It's going to repeat the pattern that they've been doing. It's going to be another underpowered console in about a year or so, and then it's not going to have the features that anything else has. Watch it still not have on-screen notifications.
Oh,
Dude,
the
what's
Wii
it
U
called?
still doesn't have that?
No.
Oh my god.
People are like, it's going to be as powerful as the PS4. It's going to be as powerful as Xbox One. It's confirmed.
That's
like, I hope
bad.
so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Too little, too late because
You
they're
mean
going to move on.
you mean
That
those
is
systems
bad,
that were a little
man.
bit underpowered 3 years ago? I
Oh,
hope it can
man.
match them in power.
Oh man. But yeah, I think we've said all we have to say for this video.
Wait. We should
Unless you have
mention that
something
there's
else.
a Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing app, just so.
Oh,
throw that
okay.
out there.
Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell, we are very disappointed. There's not much else that we can say, but what we will do from now going on to the future is we will hunt the truth to the best of our abilities. This is NGS signing off for Tundex and Ryan, and we will catch you guys later.
Bye.
Peace.